guys, PrinceofMacedon here. Gonna do a commentary video for Empire Total War. This will be a multiplayer battle. And I command the Iroquois Confederacy, and my opponent also commands the Iroquois Confederacy. I don't know why he picked the same faction as me, but he only has one visible unit. And you can see here, it's the same map again. I don't know how I kept getting stuck on this map and in the same position each time, but it happened. But that's okay, I guess it's good practice. I forgot my opponent's name already, but you'll see his name at the end of the battle when I show you the battle results. But anyways, because I'm down here, I'm going to swing my army towards the right here, and my goal here is to fight uphill and eventually fight, or at least meet my opponent on terrain that is not as, you know, inclined going upwards. You know, I want to seek the flattest possible ground for my Iroquois warriors to fight on. I don't want to fight on, you know, too much of a disadvantageous piece of terrain. So, anyways, I'm marching this way, and you can see my opponent's troops are all hidden right now. As for me, most of my troops are hidden actually. The only visible units I have is my chief, who's on horseback, and also my warriors. I think I have like 6 units of warriors. You can see them. These guys are not hidden. But my musketmen, the guys who are just kind of crouching like that, they are actually hidden. Even though they're walking, they can remain hidden as they move forward, as long as you don't run them. Anyways, the rules for this battle were no cavalry, except for your general unit, and no artillery. So those were the conditions for this battle. And yeah, so going back to what I said, the only units that my opponent can see are my chief unit and my warriors. I have like 6 units of warriors, and the rest of my troops are basically musketmen. These guys. I have like 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do it later. Anyways, 2 of my opponent's units became visible, and these are bowmen. And I just want to say now, most of my opponent's troops are bowmen. You can't see them yet, but there are tons of them. He also has some tribesmen and some musketmen, but for the most part his army is predominantly bowmen. So they're hidden again. They stopped moving. Like they were just kind of, you know, they're kind of like having a good time. And once again they are just kind of walking in plain sight. So I can see them. And that's when I detached my horse unit. This is where my chief is. And I'm going to go for a charge on his bowmen. I know it's kind of a gamble, because before my horses can get there, I will be showered by his arrows. And we're going to watch what happens here. I think they're out here. Here they are. So he's going to fire off his toothpicks at my guys. And with that first volley, my horse guard unit goes down to 10 horses from 15. So I lost tons of horses just in that first volley. But I will proceed to lay the smackdown on these Iroquois bowmen. And the bowmen who are behind, they are kind of just like sitting pretty right now. I guess they don't want to shoot their own comrades. So they're going to sit back there, and they're going to wait their turn. Alright, he just fired some more shots. Alright. So, his first unit of bowmen are routing. Now time to move on to his second unit of bowmen. And at this point, my chief's bodyguard unit is down to 6 horses from 15. And just to avoid the confusion, my Iroquois flags, they have these green borders on them, and his have the red borders on them. So we're going to watch this close-up of the fight here between my chief and his bowman here. And during this little skirmish phase, I was still marching my troops up this way. Like, I was going to take advantage of the situation to get my troops in better position. You know, right here I could have stopped, actually. See this? That's relatively flatter than what it was down there. But finally I routed this unit of bowmen. But I will proceed to follow and knock down as many bowmen as possible. I don't want them to come back from routing after all that hard work. And my chief unit is down to 4 horses now. And around this time, my opponent detached a unit of tribesmen to go down and chase my chief. It was kind of a good idea, because at this point my chief is really tired from all that running and fighting. So he's gonna try to catch my chief off guard here. But look how far it is. I think he's better off leaving his tribesmen up here. You know, cut his losses and just fight my guys, you know, in a giant, you know, as one united force, as opposed to letting this unit get isolated here. So I saw his tribesmen coming. I mean, there's no way I couldn't see them coming. So I'm just gonna walk my general away. He's still tired, and my plan was to... And actually, they're running. It looks like they're walking though because they're so tired. But yeah, I see his tribesmen coming, and they're getting really close. So I'm gonna detach a unit of muskets and a unit of warriors to meet his oncoming rush of isolated tribesmen. So I'm gonna take these 2 units here. Well, I will eventually. I forgot how long it takes here. So yeah, my general's still running from his tribesmen, and my guys are still going up this hill. And nope, they're still doing their own thing, marching up the hill. But yeah, my general is very tired now. I didn't like that. He's very tired. And looks like his tribesmen are slacking. They're still back here. I mean, they're still running. And yeah, at this point they're winded. And they should be, because they've been running like forever. Alright. Well, he still has his units running away. But basically my opponent has this defensive perimeter up here. You can't see it. He has lots of muskets on this side. And some bowmen, and then he has tons of bowmen over on this side. So he had this whole hilltop defended pretty well with his troops that are just kind of dispersed. Alright, finally, here you go. I take out my unit of muskets and my unit of warriors, and I'm going to meet this oncoming rush of tribesmen here. So I'm going to harass first with my muskets here. And that's going to bring these tribesmen down to 37 men from 40. And my muskets will reload and continue to fire at these tribesmen, who are now down to 34 warriors. And I got my own warriors nearby. I'm going to get them in position to countercharge his tribesmen. See, I know his guys are basically, yeah, right now they're considered tired. So my warriors are just going to rush downhill. They have a slight hill advantage over those tribesmen. So almost in an instant, his guys break. So now they're down to 19, now to 15, 14, 13, 12, 9. Yeah, that was a disaster for his troops there. So we're going to watch his guys get slaughtered up close. Look at that guy waving his flag. Let's see, his guys are down to 1 man now. See that? This guy? Oh, this guy's lost. He's like, oh, where do I go now? Yeah. So that's happening, and I'm going to proceed up here. And some of his units become visible. These are his muskets here. Anyways, the Iroquois Confederacy is called a confederacy because it was composed of 6 different nations, and the only one I know of are the Mohawks. They have a very famous name. And most people associate that with the haircut, and I don't know why they do. That's not really the way Mohawks wore their hair. But yeah, I'm gonna proceed up this hill, and more of my opponent's units become visible. So he has some bowmen here, and he has his muskets, and they're already firing at my guys. So this unit here is getting shot. I wasn't really a fan of that, because my guys they're kind of isolated. See this? They're isolated. The rest of my troops are still a little farther back there. But yeah, these 2 units here, my guys, they're just taking it. And I must have been really mad at this unit because I'm getting them even closer to the enemy's lines. And during that moment, my opponent's shooting my guys with their archers and his muskets. So you can see my flag starting to waver. I knew that was coming. And here's another visible unit of, these are muskets here. I'm just gonna, like, smash into them with my warriors here. Yeah, that's gonna freak him out. Alright. So yeah, all these, units now, well, these aren't all of his units. He still has more over here, a lot of bowmen. But look at this, he has this whole line of bowmen, 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 bowmen. But the weight of my attack is happening on the right here. This is where the bulk of my warriors are. You can tell, but that's where I put most of my experience. I'm just gonna just plow into them, slash them down, and you can see his units are starting to break here. See that? So once I got my muskets into a coherent line, I was able to route his line of bowmen there. And I got more muskets coming up here to form a line, and we're going to trade shots with his muskets and also these bowmen who are nearby. All the meanwhile, my opponent's chieftain is kind of watching here. He's just having a good time checking out his warriors dying by the masses. But yeah, my right attack here has shattered his left, and that's when he takes the majority. This is the rest of his army now. These are all bowmen here. See that? They're coming out of hiding. I think he's trying to outflank me here by going this way. He sure took a long route though. So I'm outflanking him over here. He's trying to form a new line. This unit here is getting nailed by his bowmen. I didn't like that. But the good thing is, it was keeping his muskets and his archers busy. Even though it is costing the lives of my warriors here. But yeah, it is giving my guys time to gain an even bigger positional advantage over his dudes. So yeah, he formed a new line here. And his bowmen are right here. They're trying to get repositioned. Their muskets still reloading. And his guys are falling by the dozens here. That's pretty cool looking. Yeah, I love the way these Iroquois units look up close. But you can see I have a huge advantage at this point. And I finally achieved, you know, terrain balance with my opponent here. Yeah, so we're gonna keep the pressure up. Yeah, when your opponent's like on the ropes like this, like don't let up. Because he could reform his line, so just keep applying pressure. I mean, I'm not very experienced in this game, but there are some rules that are universal throughout the games. So yeah, I'm gonna keep pouring on the pressure here. And I'm gonna get my warriors to just charge in and cause havoc. And just mix it up with his missile units here. See that? Yeah! Look at that guy, he's like stepping on. Oh man! He like kicked him on the ground. Is he didn't let him back up? Let's see. Come on, kill him. Finish him. Finish him. Oh no, he's swinging. Oh, he got away. Oh. Oh, he's gonna fight this guy though. Oh, he completely nailed him. Come on, take him out. Oh, that was awesome. Yeah, so I got this guy on the rope, so all those flags with the green borders are mine, and his with the red borders are his.